Hey, welcome to a new video. In today's ever-changing world, we observe a remarkable rise of individuals who identify themselves in unique ways. This self-identification goes beyond traditional norms and often encompasses fascinating and sometimes incredible lifestyles, from the pursuit of becoming an elf-like being to living as a human puppy. Today, we introduce you to 15 people who identify as non-human. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. 15. Luis Padrón. We start our list with Luis Padrón, a 28-year-old man from Argentina who identifies as an elf. Luis has always been fascinated by the world of fantasy and fairy tales, and he wanted to look like the characters he admired. He started his transformation when he was 14 by bleaching his hair and skin. Since then, he has undergone over 40 surgeries and procedures, including nose jobs, liposuction, jaw reshaping, ear pointing, eye coloring, and full body tattooing. He has also had 4 ribs removed to have a slimmer waist. Luis spends over $5,000 a month on skincare and hair products, and he plans to have more surgeries in the future, such as leg lengthening and muscle implants. He says he does not care about what others think of him, and he is happy with his elfin appearance. 14. Kaz James. Next, we have Kaz James, a 38-year-old man from England who identifies as a human puppy. Kaz says he has always felt like a dog, even as a child. He would bark, bite, and chase after things. He realized he was not alone when he discovered the pup play community online, where people dress and act like dogs. He decided to embrace his canine identity and became a full-time human pup. He wears a custom-made 2,000-pound fursuit, a dog collar, a harness, and a rubber mask. He also eats from a dog bowl, sleeps in a cage, and walks on all 4s. He has a dog trainer who teaches him tricks and commands, and he participates in dog shows and competitions. He says being a human pup has given him a new sense of freedom and happiness. 13. Tom Leopard. Moving on, we have Tom Leopard, a 86-year-old man from Scotland who identifies as a leopard. Tom was a former soldier who wanted to escape from society and live in the wild. He was inspired by the leopard's solitary and stealthy lifestyle, and he decided to make himself look like one. He spent over 5,500 pounds on tattooing his entire body with leopard spots, a process that took over 100 hours and was very painful. He also had his teeth sharpened and his ears pierced. He then moved to a remote island, where he lived in a hut with no electricity, water, or phone. He would only go to the mainland once a week by kayak to buy food and supplies. He lived like this for over 20 years, until he moved to a retirement home in 2008. He says he does not regret his decision, and he is proud of his leopard identity. 12. Heidrun Barth. Next up, we have Heidrun Barth, a 49-year-old woman from Germany who identifies as a mermaid. Heidrun says she has always loved the water and felt a connection with the ocean. She was also drawn to the beauty and mystery of mermaids, and she wanted to become one. She bought her first mermaid tail online, and then learned how to make her own. She now has over 15 tails, each with different colors, patterns, and fabrics. She also has a collection of shells, pearls, and jewelry to accessorize her look. She spends a lot of time swimming in pools, lakes, and seas, and she also performs at events and parties. She says being a mermaid has helped her overcome her shyness and low self-esteem, and she enjoys sharing her passion with others. 11. Matayoshi Mitsuo. Moving on, we have Matayoshi Mitsuo, a 76-year-old man from Japan who identifies as Jesus Christ. Matayoshi is the founder and leader of a religious sect called the World Economic Community Party, which is based on his own interpretation of Christianity, Buddhism, and other faiths. He claims that he is the second coming of Christ, and that he has a divine mission to save the world. He also says that he will become the ruler of the world, and that he will judge and punish evil. He has been preaching his message for over 30 years, often wearing a white robe and a crown of thorns. He has also run for various political offices, but has never won. He says he is not bothered by the criticism and ridicule he faces, and he is confident that his prophecy will come true. 10. Naya Okami. Next, we have Naya Okami, a 24-year-old woman from Georgia, USA, who identifies as a wolf. Naya says she has always felt different from other humans, and that she had a strong affinity with wolves. She realized she was a therian, a person who identifies as a non-human animal, when she was 15. She then joined an online community of other therians and found her wolf name, Naya. She expresses her wolf identity by wearing a tail, a collar, and a pair of ears. She also practices ear and tail movements, vocalizations, and mannerisms. She says being a wolf has given her a sense of belonging and purpose, and she has a pack of other wolf therians who support her. 9. Anthony Lafredo. Moving on, we have Anthony Lafredo, a 34-year-old man from France who identifies as an alien. Anthony says he has always hated his human appearance and that he wanted to become a black alien. He started his transformation when he was 24 by covering his body with tattoos. Since then, he has undergone several extreme surgeries, such as splitting his tongue, removing his nose, cutting off his ears, and implanting bumps on his forehead. He says he is not done yet, and that he wants to remove his skin and replace his eyes with metal. He says he does not care about the risks or the pain, and that he is happy with his alien appearance. 8. Valeria Lukyanova. Next up, we have Valeria Lukyanova, a 36-year-old woman from Ukraine who identifies as a Barbie doll. Valeria says she has always admired the beauty and perfection of Barbie, and that she wanted to look like her. She started her transformation when she was 16 by dyeing her hair blonde and wearing contact lenses. She then had breast implants and claims that the rest of her body is natural, except for some plastic surgery on her face. She also follows a strict diet and exercise regime and practices meditation and breatharianism, a belief that one can live without food or water. She says being a Barbie has made her more confident and spiritual, and that she enjoys being a role model for other girls. 7. Tony Barrett. Moving on, we have Tony Barrett, a 44-year-old man from California, USA, who identifies as a furry. Tony says he has always loved animals and cartoons and that he felt a connection with them. He discovered the furry fandom, a subculture of people who are interested in anthropomorphic animal characters, when he was 18. He then created his own furry persona, a blue and white wolf named Wolfie. He expresses his furry identity by wearing a fursuit, a costume that resembles his animal character. He also attends furry conventions, meets other furries, and participates in furry activities. He says being a furry has helped him express his creativity and personality, and that he has found a family and a community among other furries. 6. Maria Jose Cristerna. Next, we have Maria Jose Cristerna, a 44-year-old woman from Mexico who identifies as a vampire. Maria says she was a victim of domestic violence and that she wanted to transform herself into a strong and fearless woman. She was inspired by the vampire culture, and she decided to make herself look like one. She has had over 30 surgeries and procedures, including dental implants, titanium horns, ear reshaping, eye tattooing, and body piercing. She has also tattooed over 95% of her body. She says being a vampire has given her a new identity and a new life, and that she is not afraid of anything anymore. 5. Justin Jedlicka. Next up, we have Justin Jedlicka, a 41-year-old man from New York, USA, who identifies as Barbie's Ken. Justin says he has always been obsessed with plastic surgery and that he wanted to look like a human doll. He started his transformation when he was 18 by having a nose job. Since then, he has had over 1,000 cosmetic procedures and surgeries, including cheek implants, chin implants, brow lifts, lip injections, pec implants, bicep implants, and gluteoplasty. He has spent over $800,000 on his modifications, and he says he is always looking for new ways to enhance his appearance. He says being Ken has made him more successful and famous, and that he loves being unique and different. 4. Anastasia Shpegina. Next, we have Anastasia Shpegina, a 31-year-old woman from Ukraine who identifies as an anime girl. Anastasia says she has always been a fan of Japanese animation and manga, and that she wanted to look like her favorite characters. She started her transformation by using makeup, contact lenses, and hair extensions. She then had plastic surgery on her eyes, nose, and chin to achieve a more doll-like appearance. She also follows a strict diet and exercise routine to maintain a slim figure. She says being an anime girl has made her more popular and confident, and that she enjoys cosplaying and modeling. 3. Eva Tiamat. Moving on, we have Eva Tiamat, a 61-year-old woman from Texas, USA, who identifies as a Medusa dragon. Eva says she was born a male, but she never felt comfortable in her human body. She says she had a near-death experience, where she met a dragon who became her spiritual parent. She then decided to transform herself into a dragon, as a way of honoring her true self and her dragon mother. She has had over 20 surgeries and procedures, including tongue splitting, ear removal, nose modification, horn implants, eye tattooing, and scale tattooing. She also identifies as a transsexual woman and has had gender reassignment surgery. She says being a dragon has given her a new identity and a new life, and that she is proud of her appearance. 2. Vinny O. Next up, we have Vinny O, a 28-year-old man from Los Angeles, USA, who identifies as an alien. Vinny says he has always felt like he does not belong to this planet, and that he wanted to become a genderless extraterrestrial. He started his transformation when he was 17 by having lip fillers, brow lifts, and cheek implants. He then had over 100 cosmetic procedures and surgeries, including eye widening, nose narrowing, ear pinning, and forehead reshaping. He has also had his belly button and nipples removed, and plans to have his genitals removed as well. He says being an alien has made him more free and happy, and that he hopes to inspire others to be themselves. 1. Dennis Avner. And finally, we have Dennis Avner, a 54-year-old man from Nevada, USA, who identified as a cat. Dennis says he was a Native American of the Huron tribe, and that he followed a tradition of modifying his body to resemble his totem animal, which was a tiger. He started his transformation when he was 23 by having tattooing, piercing, teeth filing, ear shaping, whisker implants, and facial implants. He also had silicone injections, hair transplants, and claw implants. He spent over $200,000 on his modifications, and he held the Guinness World Record for the most permanent transformations to look like an animal. He also went by the name Stalking Cat and lived a feline lifestyle. He sadly passed away in 2012, but he left a legacy of being one of the most extreme cases of human-animal transformation. He said being a cat was his way of expressing his inner self, and that he was not crazy or sick, but different. And that concludes our list of 15 people who identify as non-human. What do you think of these stories? Do you admire their courage and creativity, or do you think they are misguided and delusional? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weird and wonderful videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.